Welcome back to the channel where fandom is ageless. I'm your host, Kimberly, and the new Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping trailer dropped today. And before I get into my reaction of that, I do want to say that I am a big fan of the original trilogy. I actually read the books after the fact, so I didn't get spoiled. That being said, Songbirds and Snakes did nothing for me. My wife and I actually saw it in theaters, and we did an audio podcast of why we really didn't like it and what really didn't work. Now, I didn't read that book because, again, I didn't want to be spoiled, but I also didn't want to read the book after I saw the film. So I am very nervous about this one. I'm nervous that it might not engage the same way, that it might not have the emotional connection the same way. And while I know the original trilogy was brand new and fresh, and of course it has that connection, there are series still going that have some tidbits of emotional connection that still manage to engage you after 5, 6, 7 films. So why didn't Hunger Games do that for me? I don't know. But I'm hoping that maybe this one does. I don't know much about it. Like I said, I didn't read the book. I just know it has something to do with Haymitch. So let's just watch the trailer and hope for the best.
Haymitch Abernathy.
Young Haymitch.
I bet I know a thing or two about you. You love her and she loves you. But now, you are on your own.
Okay, so Haymitch was selected. We know that from the original trilogy.
To the second quarter quell.
You have no idea what's in store for you. Twice the number of tributes. Twice the
I do love the visuals. That's one thing they've always gotten right.
Shoulders back, big smile.
You're brilliant if you drink it.
I confess to having a moment.
What do you think about the games having 100% more competitors than usual?
From what I've seen, they're 100% stupid as usual.
Okay.
President Snow has all the power.
Why do you submit to it all? If we can stop the games, we can stop the capital too.
The arena, it's a killing machine.
Of course, the arena's a killing machine. It is called the Hunger Games.
But all machines can be broken.
That's a good line.
And make them remember you.
I'm sick of living in fear. Just surviving. We're not animals to kill for their entertainment.
If you disobey me, we shall open the bloodbath with the longest, most drawn-out death your people have ever seen.
Jesus.
And may the odds be
Ever in your favor. Well, right off the bat, I'm going to say that it is visually very beautiful. It has the colors I expect. It has the layouts I expect. I know they're trying to make it look older in the sense of the time frame. However, it is kind of odd to me simply because it's supposed to be earlier in the timeline than the original trilogy, so they have created things to make it look older, but in the same token, the other 3 films were done at a time when the CGI and tech was different. So it looks different. So it's going to be weird. It's just the way I am. I see that even in the Star Wars films, regardless of how gorgeous they look. It just is what it is. When you see something that is made in a different time frame and technology is advanced, there's going to be differences. The one thing I think this film has going for it, and if you haven't read the trilogy or seen the trilogy, consider this your spoiler warning, it has Haymitch. And we do know why he ended up self-medicating in the trilogy. We know that he survived. We know that he won, but we don't know the specific step-by-step of why and what he lost and what he went through besides losing himself and surviving and winning in the actual events in the quarter quell, which we do know and have seen what they do in those things. So all of that aside, we don't have the depth of his character. We have more surface level. So this will hopefully add to that. And because of our emotional connection to that character, we're already going in there with some understanding. So that will add to it as opposed to the original prequel, Songbirds and Snakes. I didn't really know anybody but President Snow, and frankly, I don't like that character, so why are you going to have me feel innocent and worried about him and everything else? It's just not going to be there because I know what he becomes. This is different for me. I do have a connection to that character, and I saw what he became with Katniss and Peeta's help. Beyond that, I do appreciate that they showed the other actors in their roles and had snippets of a parallel between this group and the original trilogy with Katniss, Peeta, and everyone else, because they literally have the line, you know, the biggest machines can be broken. So every generation seems to be wanting to take down the Capitol as well as the games for obvious reasons. Now, I'm cautiously optimistic because it does look good and the trailer has me intrigued, which is exactly what the trailer should do. But I'm curious to see what they're going to release on, say, a final trailer or an additional trailer down the line. If they do release one, I will be doing another reaction and you will catch it on this channel. But that is going to do it for me. Are you interested in the new Hunger Games movie? Have you seen the original trilogy or Songbirds and Snakes? Which one did you like best? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future reactions of any of the new Hunger Games trailers. And until next time, stay safe, be kind, and remember, it doesn't matter how big the machine is. It can always be broken.